Hey, everybody in the Mindfulness Meets Medicine group and the greater Greenville Holistic Hearted Community group. I wanted to reach out to you live today to give you an update. It's been a little while since I've talked with you, and so much has been going on that I've hardly even had a minute to stop and breathe. So when I do have those minutes, I've been actually using them to meditate and to ground myself. But I want to give you an update on all the things that have been going on since that Sacred Soul Alchemy Retreat that we did back in April. You know, it's so amazing how when we take the time to really take a break, to go to something like a retreat, how it gives us this opportunity to just stop and restart. In Vipassana, we call that starting again. It's something that we need to be doing all the time, to stay mindful, to stay in the moment, to just kind of give yourself some space to absorb everything that's been going on around you and to see how it fits into where you want to go with your life and what your life purpose is. And, one of the things that I've really learned through the past several months is that it really takes faith. I've talked for years about launching a business and about doing some of the things that I love and serving the community in bigger and more bold and courageous ways. And, we talk a lot about it, but it seems like until you are willing to just step and not see the ground, not see the next step where it's going to land, it takes that, people talk about a leap of faith. And I'm finding that more and more as I lean into the things that I feel passionate about, that a way sort of just shows up. And that's what's been going on for the last 6 months since this Sacred Soul Alchemy Retreat that we did back in April. So much is going on. I am putting together my big thing is mindfulness, and mindfulness as it relates to meditation and how we can bring that more fully into our lives. That's a lot of what I do and a lot of where my passion is. And so I'm becoming certified to teach a course called Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction. And it's an 8-week course. It's empirically proven to make really wonderful changes in your brain. So going through this meditation practice and doing it for 8 weeks really helps you start to change the way you look at the world. And it really doesn't use the word spiritual. It's very scientific. And there's been a lot of research behind the effectiveness of that. Hey, Candace, thanks for joining. And yeah, you totally need to look into this because this is like my mindfulness meditation bootcamp on steroids. So it is really, really amazing. And so I'll have my full certification to teach that 8-week course next year in 2019. At this point, I can teach kind of a 1-day introduction to mindfulness-based stress reduction, which I'm starting to put together an online webinar in order to do that and offer that to you and share that with the community. So I'll be doing that both online and also offering that in person here in the Greenville, South Carolina area. So that's kind of the first thing, and it's a big part of my business moving forward is really bringing this mindfulness into different arenas. And one of the places where it showed up really powerful for me is mindfulness in medicine. And so we have this brand new notion of how mindfulness meets medicine and how can we take some of the physical and even psychological challenges that we have in our lives and how can we apply mindfulness to truly make an impact, to empower ourselves to make the changes that we are able to make for ourselves and hopefully reducing our need to go to the doctor all the time or to take pharmaceutical medicine all the time. I'm not an advocate for stopping any of the medicines that your doctors are telling you to take, especially if you have a great relationship with that provider, but there is so much more that we can do. So I'm really all about empowering individuals to really take responsibility for their health and to help them use mindfulness and meditation as a way to do that. So I'm creating courses for mindfulness meets diabetes, different types of courses like that I will be offering both in person and online. So be watching for those courses or those little webinars and opportunities to pick up really, really great information on how you can take mindfulness into your day-to-day life, especially as it relates to your health. So that's a really big, exciting thing that I've got coming up very, very soon. That'll be starting in January, really showing up with a lot of these types of opportunities. But in addition to that, I ran into this thing called the Holistic Chamber of Commerce, which is an international organization. It's based out in California. And I believe there are 30 or 35 different chambers throughout the United States. So we are one of those now. I'm now the president of the Greenville chapter of the Holistic Chamber of Commerce, and we're starting to have our meetings. Our first meeting had 60 people show up. So lots and lots of interest in the Greenville area, and I'm so excited to bring this community together and really help us learn from each other. You know, how can we use our different talents and different modalities to empower people to be more healthy, to take responsibility, and to use a whole toolkit of tools that are out there and available for them to have access to. So I'm excited about that. I just came back from being downtown Greenville. I did a shoot with a company called Greenville 360, which is a marketing company that's going to help us get the word out about the Holistic Chamber. So we'll have an online interview showing up very soon that I'll be sharing with you, and some photos that were taken downtown Greenville to help us to get that word out and to bring together all of the people in our community who truly believe that health is a holistic matter. You know, that you really need to be taking care of body, mind, spirit, all of those things as in your approach to health. So bringing all these people together has been so exciting for me to be able to hold space for that. Hey, Scott, good to see you. To be able to hold space for these holistic practitioners in Greenville, helping them learn marketing and learn how to get themselves more boldly and courageously out into the community. And I'm so honored to be holding space for that with the Holistic Chamber. So we meet once a month. I'll post the link for the Holistic Chamber up for you if it's something that you're interested in. Our next meeting is September 18th. So I'll have that information out there and available for you. Let's see, what else? doTERRA. I am now a wellness advocate for doTERRA essential oils, and I couldn't be more excited to be promoting these amazing oils. And I'm learning as I go along. So I've been purchasing them and using them and really getting excited about some of the really impactful changes they've had on my health, both as it relates to anxiety and stress relief. We're constantly diffusing some type of oil that helps with that for me because there's so much going on. But also just the products. I mean, there's so many of the day-to-day uses for it, for toothpaste and vitamins and cleaning, you know, toxic-free cleaning, toxin-free cleaning supplies and things like that. These oils have just a multitude of uses. So I'm so excited not only to use them, but to help other people use them and to help people incorporate them as part of their business. Because why not have another income stream with a product? You know, it's not like some of those MLMs where you get forced to buy a bunch of things that you don't want. I mean, it's exciting because every month I kind of go there and I buy my oils and I get to kind of pick the thing that I want to get that particular month. And I am just loving getting in touch with those oils. So you'll hear more about that, and I'm trying to share what I'm learning with the groups as well so that they can be learning how to use them too. So that's the oils. Chakra Dance. We are bringing Chakra Dance into the Greenville community. So starting in October, on Thursday nights, I will be guiding you through your 7 chakras in an introduction to Chakra Dance. So excited. We'll be doing that at the Open Art Studio, which is right downtown Greenville. So a beautiful, wonderful location for that. And if you've never looked into Chakra Dance, it is just this beautiful moving meditation. So if sitting still in meditation is challenging for you, this might be a nice middle ground where you're literally moving around in a kind of a dimly lit room with candles. We'll be diffusing some beautiful oils in the room, and we'll be really helping you work toward clearing those chakras and learning about them, really learning about the different energy centers that you have in your body, from the base or the root chakra all the way up to your crown chakra, and how they affect your health if they're not clear and flowing. So we'll be learning about that throughout the dance. We'll start out doing introductory dances, which is going through all 7 chakras in one night, in one evening, which is a really, really powerful dance. And then we also will be offering a series where you go through each chakra, so 1 chakra per week, over an 8-week period of time, so that you can really do some deep dives and really understand what's going on in those chakras and loosen yourself up to let go of anything that's in your way or that's blocking that particular chakra. So keep watching for that. That's coming up. Wow, I just don't even know how to begin with all of this. It's been great. I feel like I'm just open and the universe is just flooding things in my direction, and I'm just trying to breathe through it and stay open to what shows up next. One of the things that has really helped me is being involved with a group called the Evolutionary Collective. You may have seen me post this here or there in our groups. This is a group of people who are getting together, and this is really kind of my contribution to a higher purpose. So I'm doing a lot of things for my business. This is my way of bringing what would be known as my spiritual DNA into a higher consciousness. So what this group is doing is not just working on themselves, but now we're getting together and we're working together to facilitate this space that's actually bigger than us. It's kind of what gets created when two people agree to come into each other's space and see what comes of that, see what is created when two people combine or two or more people. Because as we all know, the sum of two people together is greater than 1 + 1, right? When two people come together in goodness and in love, there's a third thing that's created that's way bigger than those two things together. So what we're exploring with the Evolutionary Collective is that space of what's created when several willing and loving human beings come together for the greater good. And it's interesting what happens because I'm in this space and I feel like I'm contributing my time and my energy to this space to explore kind of the next level, the next dimension of life. And so I come into this space and I give it my time and my energy and my love. So that's kind of my contribution. And what's helping as a result of it is I am feeling so blessed. I mean, my life is just being flooded with the lessons that I'm learning within this consciousness. So it's something that's really hard to wrap your words around, but you're kind of learning something that is akin to radical empathy, you know, relatedness. It's not just doing my inner work, but it's taking the work that I've done and contributing it into a relationship and seeing what happens when everybody who's working on themselves begins to relate with each other. So it's an open eye meditation that you have to have another person to do. So this has been kind of the foundation for everything that I've been doing, is coming from this place of going inward to the deepest part of me, beyond my personality, to bring the greatest part of me out to the world. And it's beautiful, beautiful work. It's a wonderful practice that I'm doing, and it really is a way of life. So if the Evolutionary Collective sounds like something you'd like to hear more about, make sure that you say something in the comments or private message me separately, and I would love to share with you the power and magnitude of what this type of experience does for you. And it truly has shifted my life. I mean, I literally got involved with the Evolutionary Collective or the Mutual Awakening practice just before the Sacred Soul Alchemy Retreat, and we actually did some of that practice during that retreat. And my whole life has changed in the past 6 months. I really feel a lot of clarity with where I want to go with my business and with my life. And I feel a lot of flow. I mean, just the answers are showing up. So what I would say is it takes some faith. I mean, if you really have something you're passionate about in a business or in life and you really want to move forward with it, it kind of takes stepping or leaning into that thing. Because for me, nothing really happened until I did that. So I just wanted to spend a few minutes with you today to catch you up on where I'm at and what's been going on with my business, and to encourage you to lean in to those things that you love. Lean into the passion, and don't let your fear, anxieties, doubts, insecurities, don't let them get in your way, because it's amazing what opens up for you when you do. So wanted to get that out to you, let you know how much I love you all, and please share your questions or comments below if there's anything else I can help you with. And hopefully I'll be able to dip in here a little more often now. I think I've found a little bit of ground and starting to kind of see my way through the next few months. So hopefully we'll be able to chat more often. Thanks for tuning in, and I can't wait to hear from you. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.